Good morning, everyone. To all the audience present today, I'd like to ask you a small question. How many of you have ever wanted to do something big but haven't? Almost all of us in the room, right? Well, you see that right there is procrastination, the silent killer of dreams. My name is Himant Naidu, and today I want to talk about something which we all crave but rarely understand, which is the right moment, or as the professionals call it, Kairos, and I will show you how it changed me. You see, I'm just 14 years old, yet I already have a startup. Not a small school project, but the real deal. Now, before you think this kid is just procrastinating or being too money minded for his age, let's be honest. I didn't start Viagra for societal approval. Instead, I made Viagra so I could create real wealth and value for myself. Now, yes, that may sound wrong or even concerning, but if you ask a lot of successful people why they started, deep down it's the same reason. But here's the difference. I didn't want to earn my money out of betrayal. I wanted to earn it in a way which actually helped others. So instead of asking myself, how do I get rich? I asked myself, how do I get rich honestly? And that single question, that single thought sparked Viagra into the world of startup. Now, let's face it, the start is always exciting. It's amazing, you're motivated, and you feel almost like a superhero. But here's the thing people don't tell you, motivation doesn't last forever. There are days when it feels like it never even existed. And I've had those too. There were times when I used to look at my product and think, is it even going anywhere? Or worst, did I just waste all of my time? But just when I was at my lowest, three people kept me alive: Arjun, Manveet, and Manideep. These three people weren't just my friends, they were my power source. Each time I fell down, they brought me back up and reminded me why I started. Without them, Yagra would have just been another cool idea that died too soon. Now, let's talk about failures because, oh boy, we've had a lot. This is one time where we thought the product was done, like completely done, our research completed, our suffering ending, and everything's finally over. But then we realized we forgot to check one crucial question. Whether something like our product already existed. And guess what? The world already had something close to what we had built. But fortunately, my friend Manveet changed the concept of the product and made it better than before. And then there was another time where we tested the wrong samples, wrong labels, and everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. But guess what? That moment didn't destroy us. Instead, it built us. Because when we started our journey, we remembered that it was filled with a lot of failures. So we, instead of looking at failure as the opposite of success, we considered it to be a part of it. Now, I have a small question for you guys. How many of you are waiting for the perfect moment to, let's say, start a YouTube channel, a project, or even a business? Well, I hate to break it to you, but the perfect moment which you are waiting for does not exist. Because Kairos only shows up once you have started. Now, to make it easy for you to understand, think about this. You're trying to catch a train, and that train is Kairos. Now, if you're sitting at your home, you possibly cannot catch the train unless you make the first step, right? Well, there's Kairos. Now, from what I've said, you have only understood half of what Kairos means. Well, for me, Kairos isn't about luck. Neither is it the moment when the stars align and the angels sing. But in fact, for me, Kairos is the moment when all of your hard work, effort, preparation, and discipline all meet up at the right place and time. And when you realize that Kairos wasn't waiting for you, it was waiting for you to be ready. And when you realize that Kairos is made, not found. Now, after the speech ends, I want you to think about what's that one thing which you've always been thinking and saying, I'll do it some other day or later. Well, whatever it is, I want you to start working on it today, because the more you wait, the further your dreams drift away. Now, look around you guys. Every single person in this room has a lot of potential, a lot of ideas that could actually change everyone's lives. But the only thing is that these people aren't taking the first step. These people aren't moving. So I don't want you to be like them. I want you all to start moving. I don't want you to be like them. I want you to take the first step, because the world only realizes you once you have done that. Now, at the end of the day, I want you to remember one thing. If I can do it, what's stopping you? Thank you. Himant Naidu out.